Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your tarot reading here on Dove and Serpent Tarot. Please hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I'm merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. Okay? And remember, Scorpio, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And wow, 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Discs. This is going to be a good one. I know I say that pretty often, but we've been having some really good readings for you lately. And I encourage you to check out some of your other placements, check out some of the past Scorpio readings. And if there's anything you need me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Okay? Finishing up with the Path of the Serpent here. Some good energies. I think some challenges or some difficulties as well. But I think that is kind of what we would expect, right? We have this striving toward balance kind of thing. Let's do a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. We're going to use the Waite Smith deck for the mystery card. And this is the card that we are going to set aside. We're not going to look at this until the very end of the reading. We'll set it right here. We'll put the alien on top. The frog has a day off today. And hopefully at the end of the reading, that card will tie everything together and give us the confirmation that we need. Okay, so let's look around here. The only major arcana that we have is this Hierophant. We have some water, some air, some fire, and some earth. We've got some air and a court card, more water, a little bit of earth here too. So it's pretty balanced. You know, there's a little bit of everything. And so I think there is also that kind of balance in the energies that we have here. Now, the first energy that we have is this 10 of Pentacles. This is a state. This isn't an action. This is where you want to be. You want to be in this state of real wealthiness, right? The 10 of Pentacles is about having everything around you that is of quality, right? Really valuing what you have in your life. This is also money, right? The most obvious kind of on-the-nose meaning of this card is it's going to be a lot of money. This is the idea of riches, of treasure, of being just surrounded by everything that you could want, everything that you would need, but things that you consider to be quality things of value, your relationships, your loved ones, your pets, your plants, your people, and your wallet, your money, your bank account, right? This is also the state of having a healthy and sound body and mind, right? Well, most of the time we see the 10 of Pentacles, we think, oh, money, that's what everybody needs, right? I can't wait. But this is also about the stability, the state of health, as well as the state of wealth, right? It's your fitness and your finances. So I think this is a really good sign. It's a really good card to have right here in the center of everything. It seems like we're focused on this state of health and wealth, okay? And I feel like you're a very generous person. You like to share. You like to, when you have an abundance, you like to share it with others and give it to others and let other people enjoy, what you have with you as kind of a shared experience, a bonding experience. I feel like you're usually very good with money. You know, when you have this kind of abundance, this kind of wealth, I feel like you know what to do with it. I feel like you're generally, most of the time, very responsible with your resources, okay? That being said, we see some indication here that there might be this impulse to expend these resources quickly, okay? There's an 8 of Wands crossing your path. And now this could be really this urge, this impulse, the kind of easy come, easy go cliche. We have to be careful about this, because this is, whether this is exactly fitness or if it's financial, when you get this state of wealth, when you feel like you have enough either of your energy, your vitality, or you feel good again, if you're sick, right? That moment where you wake up and you feel well again, it's like you want to go out and conquer the world, right? But we have to kind of hold ourselves back and maybe start slow. But there's that impulse. It's such a good feeling to be restored to health again that we feel as if we were more powerful than when we began, like before the illness, So I feel as if you're going to have this impulse to really like spend, whether it's cash or whether it's, energy, vitality. And I think we have to be kind of cautious of this, especially the Eight of Wands, especially teamed up with this Ten of Pentacles. This is an easy come, easy go, whether it's fitness or whether it's finances, okay? And I think you're aware of this. I think you're completely on board with this sentiment that we need to be a little bit cautious. We need to check our impulsive Eight of Wands energy that wants to just spend our money and spend our energy on everything. And the reason I say that you're aware of it is because of the Seven of Cups. It's at the top of the path of the dove here. And this is a card that represents all of those things, those frivolous things, those kind of meaningless things that you would spend all your money on, right? This is just, I don't even know. This is just shopping or food or whatever it is, but it's kind of you're not putting that money or the energy, the resources, whatever it is exactly. You're not putting that into things of value. You're not putting into that thing, that object, that relationship, that product or investment or something that is going to kind of give you a return that's going to keep you in this state of wealth, okay? Now, what the wealth card means, I think, for you right now, is that you're going to find yourself in a state where you've got that wealth around you and that abundance around you, whether it's fitness and health or whether it's financial. It could be that you're recovering from an illness, you're recovering from some kind of an injury, your health is being restored. It could be literally that your financial situation is going to be restored, made whole again, okay? And when that happens, we have to keep in mind the Seven of Cups. We don't want to spend that money or energy, money/energy, on these kind of meaningless things, these frivolous things, because that will just really, it'll go quickly, right? It'll happen very quickly. The impulse will be there, and pretty soon you're like the person that won the lottery, and within a week, all that money is gone because we don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to reinvest it in things that will have a quality return for us. Now, this isn't an investment reading. It's not a financial advice channel, okay? This is energy we're talking about. And whether that energy manifests for you as physical health and well-being or as a financial restoration, right, of your financial situation, it doesn't much matter. The point is here how we are dealing with this state of having kind of everything that we need, right? And that leads me to the Five of Pentacles down beneath the path of the dove. It's underneath it all, the foundation. What is all of this based on? Well, there's been some uncertainty in your life. The Five of Pentacles is movement in the physical realm. So it's movement of money. Things are shifting around, things are uncertain, maybe job changes, maybe different expenses coming in, bills going out, a change in your revenue stream, some larger situation, something that you're going to have to spend a lot of money on. Maybe there are some living expenses coming up or some school expenses coming up. Maybe this is talking about the medical bills. Maybe it's a blending of financial and the fitness, the health, right? The well-being issues. Because the Five of Discs is also about the fluctuating physical frame that we're in, right? Our physical vessel, and the waxing and waning of our own energies, our own health, our own strength, our vitality, right? That vital energy. So this could be the injury or illness, right? That things are uncertain, things have happened, things are fluctuating. And this is, again, it's the foundational card. All of the rest of this rests upon this, the shifting sands that are beneath our feet, right? Maybe what used to be really stable and solid ground, maybe we used to have a really solid income, a solid savings account. We used to feel very solid in our health. And then there's been some difficulty. There's been some anxiety, some worry, some variables, right? We can't predict everything, and things are starting to shift a little bit. But I feel like this 10 of Pentacles is the stability, is the restoration of this wholeness. Okay, I'm almost expecting an Ace of Discs here somewhere. Maybe the mystery card will be that Ace of Discs. But we also want to be careful that we're not building a castle on the shifting sand, right? So when this foundation, when this restoration happens, this income or this return of your health and vitality, we want to make sure that we kind of shore up our castle, right? Because if things are still uncertain, there are still variables, still different bills, maybe the job's still changing. We want to be aware of the foundation. We want to be aware of what's beneath us so that we don't run into trouble again, okay? And this is maybe taking some of this money, if it's money, saving it, putting it away for the rainy day, putting it away in case the ground starts to shift again, right? If this is a health thing, then this is talking about, okay, well, let's reinvest some of this energy into ourselves. Let's make sure we focus on diet and exercise and, see the doctors and do the physical rehabilitation, whatever it might be, okay? We have to reinvest this energy so that we can shore up this Five of Pentacles beneath us. Otherwise, what we run into is the Seven of Wands. This is struggling again. This is kind of almost right back to where we started. This is kind of the feeling that might result from this 10 going the way of the Eight of Wands, right? The easy come, easy go condition might lead us to this feeling of it's us against the world. It's the one against the many, right? Seven of Wands here. Six of Wands would be great. Everyone's cooperating. Everybody's in harmony. We're all here to support each other. But then we get the seven. We get this other little staff, this other little wand right in the middle that has to go against everybody, that has to go against the world, against society. It's like, it literally is like a me against everyone kind of vibe. We don't really want this, right? This is leading us toward a new condition or a kind of a repeat of the old condition of the injury or illness or the financial instability, the uncertainty there. We're right back in the Five of Pentacles if we don't follow the advice perhaps of some of this energy and consider how we're utilizing this resource, this abundance, okay? Because we don't want to be here again. We don't want to get to this point where if we stick on the vertical axis here with the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, this here is really going to lead us if we just stay in this loop, right? We get some resources, but then it's gone again. Everything just kind of it goes from one hand to the other, and it's just kind of like paycheck to paycheck, or it is the easy come, easy go. If we stay in that loop, I think what it will do is, over time, sooner or later, it will evoke this one against the many energy. Okay? And then I think we're really in trouble, because then we're really disconnecting from the world. We really then have this kind of this opposition, this real kind of defiance almost, where we're rejecting the connections with the external world, and we feel like it's this adversarial relationship, with the world. And that's kind of the opposite of what we want, I think, because we've got this Hierophant down here in your general energy. But first, the card that we haven't talked about yet, this is the Ace of Swords. It's in the beginning. It is before all of this, right? And this, I think, is the magical moment that began this this abundance. This was maybe your great idea. This maybe was your resolve to get the better job, or to fix your health issues, or to try to strengthen your energies, right? Wherever this is manifesting, this was the beginning of you creating this wealth in your life. This really here, coming before the Ten of Pentacles, this was you understanding what wealth really means to you, right? What makes a person wealthy? Is it just the abundance of money? Is it having your health, right? Does that make you a wealthy person? Is it having these connections and these relationships with people, with the world, with society, with your community? That, again, we don't want to risk those connections. So I think that is part of being wealthy. I think that you're discovering that. And that's leading you to really focus on those things that have value for you. And I think having that energy, expressing it outward, the universe is resonating with you, and you're getting it back tenfold, right? In the form of this restoration, this abundance, this wealth. So I feel like it is really through your efforts, and I feel that you have you had a lot of insight into this, of what's really important to you. That's the Ace of Swords. What is truth? What is wealth? What is abundance to you? What things, pets, plants, people, relationships, what is important to you? And that's, I think, kind of what began all of this. And that realization, that insight, is what's allowing this Ten of Pentacles to manifest, right? Now, the Path of the Serpent shows a little bit more challenge, but I think we can handle it. First, we have as your general energy this Hierophant card. This, I think, is you being a wise investor. This is maybe literally financial investment. Again, this isn't a financial advice channel. You have to go somewhere else on YouTube for that. But I feel as if you are investing both your money and your energy and your time and your love, right, and your commitment to the things that are going to solidify this Ten of Pentacles and bring in more Tens of Pentacles, right? And you know that you're going to have to solicit help from others, maybe get a financial advisor, maybe consult your a trainer, a gym, a physical therapist, whatever it might be, right? Wherever this is manifesting, it's not something that you are doing alone. It's something that we need to bring in some experts, right? We need to bring in the doctors or the lawyers or the financial advisors. Because you're in that mode now where you want to start making your energy work for you. It's not about just we're expending our energy and it's being really wasted, right? It's not producing anything. It's just, it's just like throwing money onto the fire, throwing our energy onto the fire. Not in the good metaphysical way either, just kind of literally wasting what we have. now you're transitioning into this kind of a wiser point of view where you're okay with spending, with exerting yourself and these energy expenditures, but you want to put them in the right things so that you can build this wealth and not squander it. Okay. Now, the next thing we see is the Five of Swords here. The Five of Swords is about feeling mentally defeated. It's mental stress and tension that is really kind of driving us crazy. I mean, it is a lot of negative thinking, a lot of a kind of a whirlwind of thoughts, right? That doesn't really make any progress. We're not really getting anywhere with this. This card's in the position of your environment. It's in the position of your greatest resource. Like what kind of energy is around you right now that you can use? Well, that's your mental energy, but this is a very special kind of mental energy. This is usually self-defeating thoughts, right? This is usually negativity. This is usually thinking, well, this is just going to fail. What we have to do with the Five of Swords is we have to defeat, that's the key word of the card, we have to defeat our own negative thinking, our own pessimism, our own thoughts like, I can't do this, I'm not good at it, blah, blah, blah. We have to defeat that. And the way we do that is by turning the card upside down. We put Spirit back on top. We let Spirit take the wheel. This is positive affirmations. Okay, this is forcing ourselves to repeat a positive thought to ourselves. It sounds silly, I know. And it is silly if that's all we're doing. If we're just saying the words, but what we're feeling is still the negativity. If what we're seeing in our mind's eye is still the negativity. So it's not enough to just repeat the words mentally or verbally. What we have to do, Queen of Cups, what we have to do is practice a full body transporting, right? We have to really put ourselves in the position of success, and we have to feel it. We have to see it in our mind's eye. We have to hear the sounds of it. And we have to repeat verbally or mentally these positive affirmations. But it's not enough to just say the words. You have to see the successful state, right? So it's a visualization exercise as well as the positive affirmations. I'm sure we've all heard about the power of positive thinking, the power of positive affirmations. I believe that's true, but I believe that's only half of the equation, because I think we need more immersion to really convince our unconscious that this is real, you know. I think the subconscious or our kind of personal unconscious is going to respond to the most simple, primal, kind of base information that it receives. It's not really going to absorb correctly a complex statement, you know, rational, intelligent statement. It's going to understand pictures and symbols and feelings. You know, some simple words, sure. But we have to think of it as a very primal entity. So by trying to strip everything down to the simplest feeling, the visualization of what success means for us, and I think in your case, it really is about taking this wealth and using it for the right purposes, being successful at this. Maybe we have to use the positive affirmations plus the visualization, the full sensory immersion, not just the visual cortex, but all of the senses, right? We have to smell success. We have to hear it. I think by doing that, you are really guaranteeing for yourself this 10 of Pentacles. And maybe this sounds silly. There are a lot of unknown factors that have to all kind of line up here for this 10 of Pentacles to manifest. But I think that you can help that along through these kind of meditative practices. Okay. So I guess the first step is to really decide, here's that Ace of Swords again, decide what is important to you. Decide what this Ten of Pentacles looks like for you. And then do these visualization, full sensory immersion, positive affirmation exercises. Maybe that's our homework this time around. Finally, we've got the Three of Swords here, coming after all of this visualization kind of energy. Now, the Three of Swords is the understanding, the really deep understanding, not just like you know the information. Knowing the information is a lot different than experiencing the truth of something, right? Someone can say, "Oh, yes, we're all one consciousness, and we live in a unity, and this world is one." Yeah, I mean, it's great to say that, and I think we all can kind of understand intellectually what that means. It's a completely separate thing to experience that in a mystical state, to really know the truth of that beyond just the information, right? And that's what this card is all about. This is the result. Now, the Three of Swords, you say, that's usually a card of sorrow and heartbreak and pain and loss and breakups and suffering and all this stuff. And yeah, it can be, because when we fully understand, when we have that mystical experience of something, which I think is really resulting from this kind of homework that you have, I think that you are experiencing such a profound and deep truth within yourself that it does make you very much aware of pain and suffering and sorrow, right? We're kind of transcending joy and sorrow and looking at them both and understanding them both, right? This is a real understanding of the human condition, really. So it's not always an easy process. Understanding something in that deep of a way, to really understand more particularly how your efforts here with the visualization, the full sensory immersion, the positive affirmations, how that really does influence your reality, how that does kind of change your consciousness, put you in a different vibe, right? Put you in a different energy. Experiencing that kind of a thing makes you, I feel anyway, makes you more accepting of all of the facts of reality, right? The good and the bad. So you're able to understand all of these processes here on the path of the dove, understanding also the power of this kind of suggestion, auto-suggestion that we're talking about. And really understanding yourself, understanding how your mind works, right? And when I say mind, I don't just mean your rational thinking, the data collection, not just that, but all of it, your awareness, your cognition, And I think it's giving you a new perspective on all of this, and it kind of takes us right back to the Ace of Swords again, where now you're understanding what's important to you. You're seeing things clearly. And then we can go through all of this energy again. This is really an eternal kind of system of energy right here. There's no start and there's no finish. It's all a loop. But what we're creating through this loop, every time we go around the loop, we're picking up, we're pass and go, we're collecting $200, right? So the more times you go around, the more you collect that cash. Well, let's look at the mystery card now. I'm curious what this might reveal to us. Thank you, Alien. Appreciate you. I would like to see some nice, healthy water energy. That's all I'm going to say. No, it's a 6. Well, this is good too, because we were talking about how if things really go sideways, it's going to be us against the world, right? And that's a game, that's a competition we're going to lose, right? That's a fight we can't win. But instead now we've got the 6. So we were talking about the 6 being, look, everybody's cooperating. Everybody's here to help everybody. We're all together, right? This is kind of like, yeah, we are all one. This is you maybe experiencing that mystical truth that, hey, we're all connected. And if I'm succeeding, everybody is succeeding. If I can raise my consciousness, I'm helping collectively to raise the consciousness of the planet, of the universe. So I think this is a really, really fine confirmation card. This is the kind of bonus card of all of this, is that, yeah, you're getting this 10 of Pentacles. And that's kind of what we came here for, right? Was that 10 of Pentacles. But as a little side bonus here, you're getting this realization of the interconnectedness of all of us. And the interconnectedness between your thinking, your mind, your awareness, and the external reality, right? Because in some ways, that's all we really have. We have our cognition, and then there's everything out here that we're experiencing. So this is really a profound mystical thing for you, and I do hope that you'll meditate upon this a little bit and see how it fits in with your worldview, see how it fits in with your system here of what we're trying to do on a practical level, right? Shore up our health, shore up our finances. Everybody's struggling, So this is what we have to do practically. This is what we have to do impractically, right? Or metaphysically. What we're going to do, though, is an extended reading. And if you want to stick around, click up here. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member to the channel and for watching these readings, for sitting with me for 32 minutes now. I appreciate you. And I really do feel like you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. Oh yeah, that's cold. It's still good though.